off camera, but we're going to say it again. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, much love to our elders, double honors to our brothers. It's out there in New York, man. I've been laboring for decades. Much love to all GMS brothers. Pushing the truth and sincerity, man.
That's right.
Sincerity and truth. We got a lot of brothers that's so-called inner truth. They're not pushing it in what? In sincerity and truth. So once again, I want to repeat, much love to your brothers that's pushing this truth and sincerity and truth, man. Okay? Now today's a holiday. Today's Friday. And today's a so-called holiday. Just like, anyway. Indian, it's called Indian Arrival Day. The East Indians.
Elamite. Alright, one day in Trinidad and Tobago. Elamite.
That's right. So Indians Arrival Day. So it's like an anniversary. They came in, I believe in 1845 of May 30. Okay, they came here as an indentured servant because the white man needed help with their crop, which is sugar. Sugar was the main source of the white man profit. So now the Indians came on this island to agriculture the land and produce more. You know, they came here to work the production line, so to speak. Okay, so sugar was the main source of what? Of that money, of that pocket, that profit to the Europeans. Okay? But sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, East Indians want to compare their experience with the Negro's experience. East Indians and Negro had two different experiences coming on the island. That's right. Okay? The East Indians came all the way from India. And the East Indians came by their own will.
That's right.
The so-called Negroes, they didn't come here by their own will. It was captured.
That's right.
By merchant, dirty, Hamites, Africans. Okay? And sold us who? To the Europeans. We came here by force. We came here as shackles. Okay? So we're going to read a little history about the East Indians, and we're going to read a little history about the so-called Negroes. Because, you know, we got to bring out history. History is very important. And a lot of camps does not bring out history. A lot of camps just want to bring precept on precept. Elder Tahar said, man, if you don't know your history, you really don't know much of the Bible. But a lot of brothers, they don't want to go a little further, a little deep. Okay? Now, give me that, brother. Now, introduce the book to the nation of Israel. Now, this is the first in Trinidad. This is by Michael Anthony. He don't give you the full truth, but he give you a little something of what went down. Okay, go ahead, brother. You can read. Okay, so we're here to edify Yasharala. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Chapter 21.
Yeah. Salaki, go ahead.
The coming of the Fatal Razak, arrival of the East Indian, 1845.
Oh man, bless up.
On the 30th of May, 1845, a column in the Port of Spain Gazette carried the following report.
The Gazette was an old school newspaper back then. Okay? Well, you hear about the Herald, the Gazette. Okay? So that was a newspaper back then. Go ahead, brother.
We have much pleasure in announcing the arrival of the long-looked-for vessel, the Fatal Razak, 96 days from Calcutta and 41 days from the Cape of Good Hope, with 217 on board.
How many?
217 on board.
So 217 was on board. Okay, that came to Trinidad. All right, that came to Trinidad.
First trip.
That was their first trip. Yeah, that trip was it wasn't a pleasant trip. You know, they didn't have the convenience and luxury that they have today. You know, a lot of them, not a lot of them, a couple of them died by malnutrition. Okay? But that experience cannot compare to the experience of what the Negroes went through in those slave ships, man. That's right. And we're going to read about that in just a minute. Go ahead, brother.
all in good order and condition, as the bills of lading usually have it.
Come on.
There were 5 deaths on board during the passage.
There was how many?
5 deaths
There was 5 deaths. Come on.
on board during the passage. But the general appearance of the people is healthy.
Go ahead.
She was immediately boarded by the harbor master, health officer, and the agent general for immigrants. The editorial ended. The Fatal Razak is a fine vessel of 415 tons and manned by a crew of Lascars. This was a moment of the arrival of the first East Indian to come to Trinidad.
This is the what?
The first this was a moment of the first arrival of the first East Indian to come to Trinidad.
So that's the first arrival that came to Trinidad. And they had Chinese indentured servants too that came on the island also.
That's right.
Okay? So, but they came here by choice. So, brother, if you want to look up in your computer there, look up the word indentured servant. Okay? I believe someone that worked for payment. Okay? So you can look that up. Okay? And that's what Elder Tahar, Gabal, Rakar, and Yamla, to look up words. You know, to look up words. Alright? To go a little deep now. You know, Elder Tahar said getting that Hebrew, getting that Greek. You know? And that's what Elder Tahar trying to reprove Nathaniel. To get deep, man, to do research, to study. But Nathaniel is a hard-head nigga. Nathaniel is only about numbers. He's about numbers. He's not about quality. GMS is about quality, man. Okay? And we do research. And this camp right here, we do research, we do study. Okay? Alright. So you found something there, brother?
Online etymology dictionary says indenture, adjective bound by indenture.
Alright, speak up a little bit.
Online etymology dictionary says
Uh-huh.
bound by indenture or indenture, right? Past participle adjective from indenture, right? It means redemptioner. One who redeems himself or purchase is released from debt or obligation to the master of a ship by his services, or one whose service are sold to pay the expenses of his passage.
That's right. To pay for what?
The expenses of his passage.
What, did the white man pay for our expense of our passage?
Not at all.
Nah, man. They massacred us. They raped. They robbed us. Okay? So, the East Indians experience it nowhere compared to the experience that we went through as a nation, man. We caught pure and living hell. Okay? And we're going to read about some of those accounts. Okay, you can pause that for a minute there, brother. Give me that book. Hold on, give me this one. Okay, you start from the top. Okay? So we just bringing out a little history, man. And brother, can you give me Daniel 9 real quick? Daniel 9. You want to bring something on the natives or they go from hell too? We got something on the natives, what hell they for. Okay, I'll let you know when we come in. Okay? So we're going to Daniel chapter 9, Yasharala. So we don't give a shit about these East Indians, man. These East Indians are a piece of shit.
Right.
These East Indians, they spiritual, but they spiritual to the left. They praise Shiva Ganesh, Mother Lashmi, and these different gods. But the Most High said, do not be afraid of their gods.
Right.
Okay? And we upset with these Indians too because they don't want to help forward our affliction. They control the prices on the island. And when the Europeans left Trinidad, they left most of the land to who? To the East Indians. And they charged the Negroes high rent. They charged the Negroes high prices on the land. When the East Indians got the land pretty much free, or a small payment. Okay? So the East Indians, they don't got nothing against the Negroes. The Negroes we went through a lot as a people, man. Okay, and we're going to read it in the scriptures. Okay? You know which one I want?
Yeah, I have Daniel, but I have a precept. This is Zechariah chapter 1.
Alright, so I want to ask one question.
Let him finish reading that. I'll let you speak. Okay?
Zechariah chapter 1 verse 15.
Right.
And I'm very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
So the Most High said he is sore and displeased with the heathens that what?
That are at ease.
At ease. So the Most High is mad with the heathens, man. They are what? They comfortable. They are at ease. But that's why the Most High bringing judgment upon his island. Example, was that Dana Satahar? Dana Sitar. Whatever her name is. The Most High executed her. Now finish, brother.
Right? For I was but a little displeased, and they held but forward the affliction.
That's right. So they helped forward the affliction. A lot of these Negroes think that the East Indians, they're friends, when they praying to these idols against the East Indians. I mean, against the Negroes. Salakia. You have a quick question, brother? You want to point out? Go ahead.
Why it is in Britain black, bless you, right? Why it is blacks killing blacks?
That's a prophecy.
Why it is we black people, the prophet that you Indians. Yeah.
All right, let me answer that first question. It's a beautiful question. So it's one question at a time, brother.
This is
Nah. Where you going?
Deuteronomy to the curses.
All right. Start at Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. You have time to get the answer? Yeah. All right.
I might be intoxicated, but
so Yasharal, he asked a question, why is blacks killing blacks? In other words, why Hebrew Israelites killing Hebrew Israelites? Because black is just a color. Black is not a nationality.
That's right.
Okay? So go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
So he just read in Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. And we would have obeyed the Heavenly Father, that we was going to be above all nations.
No.
It takes time.
Yeah, what he said.
It takes time.
Yeah,
It takes time. It takes time. You listen. You ask a question, listen.
Why? All right.
Brother, listen, I'm getting there, brother.
No. This is wrong, bro. I ain't come to country.
Israel. That's how it is when Negroes are here on this island, man. They ask a question, and we try to give them the answer. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But we're going to edify Yasharala anyway. Now, Yasharala, he asked a good question, why is Negroes killing Negroes? So now, he read in Deuteronomy 28 verse 1, that, and we had kept the laws, it was going to be above all nations. Now, we're going to go and jump to the curses. Now, give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 15.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So now, the Most High said, hold on, relax. The Most High said, if we don't hearken, the word hearken means, and we don't listen to the Heavenly Father, that these curses was going to what? Overtake us. Now, we're going to read one of the curses for this brother real quick. Now, give me that real quick.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54.
Relax, my brother. Relax. Patience. They say patience possess your soul.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
It said his eyes, relax my brother, relax.
I shall be evil.
It said his eyes, now he want to teach. Now his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
Right.
So he asked me a question, why is Negroes killing Negroes? We just read it in the scriptures. His eyes going to be evil towards what? Towards his brother.
Right. So then what they're trying to do, your eyes will be evil towards your brother.
I guess you don't know what eyes mean.
No.
The eyes.
The eyes is the eyes.
This is Matthew chapter 6. This is Matthew chapter 6.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. Verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore the eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light.
So what it's talking about your spirit. It's talking about your spirit. That's what it's talking about. Okay?
But verse 23.
Really, truly, if you're intoxicated, we're not really supposed to be answering the question.
Right.
You admitted that to the camera that you were intoxicated.
Yes, but the Bible tells you.
Verse 23. Verse 23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. And if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?
Right. But if the Father tell you, this is the body, the bread, to give her wine to drink. Moses was intoxicated, the daughters didn't want it to happen.
No, that never happened.
That wasn't Moses.
That never happened.
You know what? Brother, go get a bottle of water and come back.
No.
Sober up.
No.
Sober up. You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
That is it. If they had wine.
Let's go back. Go back to what I was reading. Go back to what I was reading.
We had wine.
So now, we was reading Daniel 9 verse 12.
If you avoided
Daniel
me,
chapter 9 verse
then you
12.
avoided me. You avoided God.
And he had confirmed his word, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us
The
a
funny
great
thing
evil.
is, you want to ask a question, but at the same time, you want to come up and teach. When he said that Moses slept with two of his daughters, that wasn't Moses, you idiot. That was Lot. Come on, man.
The Daniel
I'm saying, it's a lot of. It's going to be a lot of scoffers in the last days, and this is what is expected. There's going to be a lot of scoffers, man. And this island is full of scoffers. That's why a lot of these Negroes is dying, man.
Bad as hell.
This is Daniel chapter 9 verse 12.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he had confirmed his word which he spake
So,
against us.
before you proceed, right, we were talking about the East Indians. How the East Indians came, on their free will. But the Negroes came in what? By force. Now, give me Exodus 21 verse 16. Then Barack will read that Daniel 9.
Exodus chapter 21.
Now, somebody else to read, bro.
It's, Exodus 21, verse 16.
Come on.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth
Let's say
him,
he that steals a man, go ahead.
and selleth him, or he is found in his hand, he shall be put to death.
So the white man supposed to be what? Put to death because we was found in the white man's hands. Most High's a just power, man. He's righteous. And that's why Esau's going to get recompense for what he did to the nation of Israel. These people that you see on this island, like this brother right here, is an Israelite. This man right here is a Hebrew Israelite. These Negroes think they're Africans. When the Africans rounded up these Negroes and sold the soup to the Europeans. And the funny thing is, it's in their books. But Negroes don't read. That's why the Most High said, blessed is he that readeth.
Right.
Now, brother, so the East Indians, their experience is nowhere compared to our experience of what we've been through as a nation.
Now, can I make a precept?
Yeah, brother. Go ahead.
Hosea 4:6.
Yeah, go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
It said my people are what?
Destroyed for lack of
My
knowledge.
people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Come on.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Yeah, because our people reject knowledge. If I was Montano up here, if I was Sparrow, I have a big crowd right now. But when it comes to the word of Heavenly Father, Negroes don't want to listen. Now go ahead, proceed, brother.
Quick precept.
Yeah, go
This is
ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 4:22.
Yeah, go ahead.
For my people is foolish.
My people are what?
Foolish.
They know how to wear skin-tight pants, hair weaves. That's all they know how to do. They know how to trick on the island, being hoes,
They have not known me.
but they don't know the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
They are such as children.
The word sodage, when you look up the word sodage, it means stupid. That our people is stupid, man. That's why Most High bring a judgment upon his island, man.
They have none understanding.
They don't have no understanding. Go ahead.
They are wise to do evil.
They are wise to do evil like what? Smoking Dumari. Broadway, Dunhill, smoking weed, committed fornication, committed